I tried living mulch after harvest, and my soil transformed forever. Gardeners need to see this. What if I told you the biggest transformation in my garden happened after the harvest, when I wasn't even growing anything? Sounds wild, I know. But the day I stopped leaving my soil bare and started planting living mulch instead, everything shifted. The next season, my beds were richer, darker, crumbly like chocolate cake, and so alive I could practically feel the microbes dancing. That's the moment I knew I had stumbled on a game-changer worthy of every gardener's attention. Once the last tomato, squash or pepper comes out, most gardeners walk away, thinking the season is officially over. But the truth is, the moment your soil is exposed, it starts losing all the goodness you spent months building. Rain, wind and sun strip away your topsoil and wash precious nutrients straight out of your garden beds. The protective canopy of roots goes missing, and the underground world of microbes begins to starve. That's exactly what was happening in my garden year after year. I kept wondering why the first few months of spring growth always felt slow and sluggish, even though I added compost. Bare soil, it turns out, is a recipe for depletion. Living mulch isn't just a cover crop. It's a living, breathing system that feeds your soil while protecting it. When I introduced it after harvest, the changes were almost immediate. Instead of empty beds sitting cold and lifeless, I suddenly had a vibrant carpet of greens working for me non-stop. These plants shielded the soil from erosion, fed an entire underground marketplace of microbes, and held on to nutrients instead of letting them leach away with winter rains. And the best part? They were doing all the hard work while I was inside sipping hot chocolate. After experimenting with different options, I learned that each living mulch brings something unique to the table. Clover became one of my favourites for its ability to fix nitrogen right into the soil, giving spring crops a huge leg up. Vetch impressed me with its resilience and deep root system, a true soil builder for tired beds. Rye brought dense coverage that shielded my garden from harsh winter winds and kept weeds from taking over. It doesn't matter whether you have sandy clay or loamy soil. When you match the right mulch to your garden's needs, you create a customized soil healing system that runs all winter long. Timing really is everything. I found that sowing immediately after the last harvest gives the living mulch the best chance to establish before winter sets in. The moment you clear a bed, just loosen the top layer of soil, scatter your seeds, rake lightly, and give everything a thorough watering. Rye needs around 1 gallon of water per 10 square feet to settle in well. Clover and vetch usually respond well to 1.5 gallons per 10 square feet during the initial watering. From there, nature takes over. Cool temperatures keep moisture locked in, and the seeds quietly begin doing their thing. When spring rolled around, something unexpected happened. Preparing my garden became unbelievably simple. Instead of wrestling with weeds or turning compacted soil, all I had to do was cut or crimp the living mulch and let it break down on the surface. It formed a soft, natural mat that kept moisture in and continued feeding the soil while I planted right through it. This no-till approach didn't just save time. It improved the soil structure so dramatically that my spring seedlings rooted faster and grew stronger than ever before. What surprised me the most wasn't just the lushness of my spring garden, but its resilience. A garden supported by living mulch doesn't just produce better, it survives better. My soil held water longer during sudden heat waves. It bounced back quicker after heavy rains. It supported a rich network of beneficial organisms that naturally reduced pests and diseases. In a world where weather is becoming more unpredictable, living mulch became my secret weapon for stability and abundance. You know, the real magic reveals itself over time. Season after season, my garden beds grew softer, darker, and honestly, more nutrient-rich. Earthworms multiplied, and seedlings just exploded with vigor. And the yields? Well, let's just say my neighbours started asking why everything in my garden suddenly looked supercharged. This wasn't coincidence. It was the cumulative effect of choosing to keep my soil alive year-round. Living mulch made my garden stronger every single month, even when nothing else was growing. If you've ever struggled with maintaining healthy soil, felt frustrated by inconsistent yields, or wished your garden would just do more of the work for you, then living mulch is your next breakthrough. It's simple, it's affordable, it's sustainable, and it transforms your garden behind the scenes while you rest, dream, and plan for spring. It's one of those rare gardening practices where you put in minimal effort but reap massive rewards. I tried living mulch after harvest as an experiment, but it ended up changing the way I garden forever. And I want the same transformation for you. If you're ready to build healthier soil, boost productivity, and create a garden that thrives year-round, this is your sign to give living mulch a try this season. If you found this guide helpful, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with a fellow gardener. Let's keep growing smarter together.